Hello everyone, Incandescent Sentinel here. So, what is the edge of reality? The edge of reality. What does that even mean? What if there is an edge to reality? How could that even be the case? Well, I first thought of this when I was 6 years old, and obviously, I don't think about it anymore. And when I thought about it, it really used to blow my mind. And because when I say edge of reality, and we're talking about actually getting to the edge of existence, and by edge I mean like a boundary, or you could say the end of existence, because there's nothing beyond it. It's like a point, where there is nothing that can happen beyond that point. So could it be possible if reality is finite? Because that would mean reality is limited in how much area it can actually cover. So that would suggest if we kept traveling in a particular direction, we would eventually reach an end, so we could encounter something like a wall or a barrier, which we might not be able to surpass, and that would resemble the edge of reality. But what if reality is infinite? That would imply we could never reach this edge, because we could just keep traveling and traveling in a particular direction and never reach that edge. Is it possible reality is spherical? In which case we could only go round in circles, and we could never find this boundary. But if reality is spherical, wouldn't that be finite anyway? Because you'd just be covering the same ground over and over again. And essentially reality would just be playing games with you. It wouldn't let you reach an edge, but wouldn't that imply there is one, if we only go around the same point over and over again? Intriguing. Now, what does it actually mean to have an edge to reality? So say you reach the edge of reality, what would it be like? Would it be like some sort of barrier that you cannot surpass, that's something you cannot get past to travel to the next area, or whatever would otherwise be there? And you can't even call the edge of reality a place, can you? Because it's essentially nothing. And if you take it literally, if you reach the edge of reality, nothing is beyond it, because reality is all that exists in existence. Reality is existence. So how can you have anything beyond it? You wouldn't even be able to see anything, would you? If there was an actual edge to reality. I mean, would reality let you see it? What would happen? Would it cause some sort of paradox? I'm assuming we wouldn't be able to see it, because how can you see nothing? Some people might think space is nothing. Well, I think just because we don't understand what's there, we don't know what's there. There must be something there. What about dark matter or dark energy, or other substances or phenomena that are present in space that we aren't aware of? So I find that very fascinating, actually. Now, would we even know this? The edge of reality, just like I've been saying. Would we actually know it's there? Because how can you see nothing? How can you be aware of nothing? Maybe reality would try and protect you from it, make sure you don't see this edge. What kind of damage would that cause to the human will anyway? Think about it. If we say centuries in the future, or however many years, we could uncover everything about this reality. And if we then find an edge, what do we exist for anymore? How can we satisfy curiosity if we know everything in our current reality? How can we advance if there's this limit? That doesn't make sense in terms of satisfying curiosity and learning about existence. So that would imply there isn't an edge to reality, which again is just as fascinating. So I still find that really mind-blowing, actually, to think that there actually could be an edge to reality. Because just imagine that. Imagine reality, and then imagine having an edge where there's actually nothing beyond it. How can you have everything that exists in one place, and you're trying to tell me everything that exists, everything we can think of, exists here, but that is all, but there's nothing else? I don't understand that? I mean, like, everything we are is based on this reality. Like, right here, right now. And potentially, this could be all there is. You know, nothing beyond it. How does that make sense? Yeah, so leave a like rating if you enjoyed it or thought it was interesting. Leave a comment as well if you can relate to this, or you have any other thoughts or opinions. And also subscribe if you're new, and please share the video. You know, it would be great if you could do that. Just spend about 10 seconds, share it on your Facebook, or tell someone nearby. I'll see you in the next video. Remain tenacious and exhibit freedom. How does that make sense?